Hi and welcome to this reading. Today we have the orange calcite group, we have the snowflake obsidian, and we have the green adventuring group. We're asking today what you need to know right now, what messages, what advice is important for you to know at this present point in your life. Remember that this is a general reading. Whatever comes through, use your intuition and only take the messages that you feel are right for you, and disregard anything that you feel is not for you. And obviously there may be messages in other groups, so you may want to choose more than one group, but let's pick your groups now. Hi Pile 1, thanks for joining me here today. You picked the beautiful and vibrant orange calcite crystal, as well as this collection of crystals, which is a few different ones. I'm straight away drawn to the colors of this orange calcite. It's a beautiful mix of yellow and orange, which makes me think of the solar plexus and of getting in touch with your confidence as well as your ability to do things. So let's have a look what else is going to come through. We've got a ton of different cards here. This is a general reading, so just take what resonates for you, and we'll see what sort of messages want to come through. I left this reading kind of open so that spirit and angels and your spirit guides and my spirit guides, what they want to bring forward and what you need to know right now. So the orange calcite, I really want to show you that crystal up close because it is just so beautiful. Very, very beautiful crystal. So we'll put that over here so we can see it very clearly. Okay, to start off, we're going to have a look at this card, which is a tarot card, to see what you need to know right now. Okay, so we have the Ace of Fire, which straight away says an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. Okay, so this really does fall quite in line with the orange calcite and being this crystal that we said has to do with your solar plexus and with your ability to take action on things in your life. So with the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Fire, you can see also in this card there's so much orange and yellow, and these are very, very powerful colors for you. So I'm not sure, maybe you'll find that right now in your life you might be quite drawn to wear colors like yellow and orange, maybe even red, things to do with even this maroony kind of color, because these are colors that if you have them around you, it might also help you take a lot of action on things that you need to be taking action on. It does say here that there's an exciting new opportunity. So that is also something that could be coming into your life right now that you can look forward to, a career advancement. So basically moving forward and having that confidence to know that you are on the right path and that the actions that you take today are going to lead to much greater things in your future. So let's see what else comes forth with these two tarot cards. Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups, which is all about tons and tons of different options. And we also have the Page of Pentacles. Now the Page of Pentacles really kind of brings me back to this exciting new opportunity. You can see here how he has a pentacle in his hand. So that makes me think that there really is an exciting opportunity around you. We also have so much yellow in this card. So I think really keep your eyes open. You probably have a lot of options around you right now. Maybe you're feeling a little bit confused which are the ones to take, but this is where it will come to this idea of change your life now, where I want you to really, really think about what is it that you want in your life. What is it? Is it a better job? Is it a happier job? Is it a happier life? Is it a happier relationship? A more stable situation? What is it that you want in your life? Because there's so many different options here, and knowing which one to take is sometimes where the confusion comes in. I think though that you will, once you kind of get in touch with your feelings right now, really sit and meditate over what you want your life to look like, because you might not have that right now in your life, but as soon as you start to visualize what you want in your future, visualize those options that are ahead of you, then it will become a little bit clearer what is the opportunity that you need to take hold of. It is very clear that there is definitely an opportunity here coming for you. So it might even be super obvious. I mean, I feel like whenever I look at this crystal, it's just very, very obvious and in your face. So it's possible that this opportunity will be so clear to you that you might not even have to worry about which option to take. But I do think it's wise to really visualize what it is that you want in your life, so that then you will know as soon as that opportunity comes along that that is the one for you to take action on, to move towards, so that your life can change in that direction. Okay, let's have a look then at these. Oh wait, this, okay, we're going to do first of all this one. So this is any advice that you need to know for right now. Okay, that's amazing. It says here, conclusions are within reach. So this makes me think that this opportunity, this new step forward, this action that you need to take, these conclusions, this way forward, the kind of seeing beyond all the smoke of all these different options that are ahead of you is going to become a lot clearer. You're going to know which action to take. So don't worry too much. I think this is a great card telling you that things are going to be a lot clearer for you. You're going to know the way forward. You're going to know which opportunity to take. Let's see then, these two cards, what advice they have. So we have, okay, wow, take charge with authority, the Lord card. And we also have Earth Mother, which says feel loved and comforted. So with these two cards, I'm seeing that when you know exactly what this opportunity is, when this conclusion comes, when this clarity comes on all of these different options, these different ways forward that you could take, I see in this card that you are going to step towards that opportunity in full force. You're going to have that fire kind of under your belly pushing you forward to take that action confidently. So this tells me that you are going to grab that opportunity and you're going to take it with authority. You're going to take charge of it. This card kind of always reminds me of the Emperor a bit in the tarot. It's even got some of the these rams in the background, which makes me think of Aries and that sort of fieriness of like Aries, and Aries is related to the Emperor card. So I definitely see you taking charge and doing it with confidence and knowing the clarity and the way forward. I think that it's important on this journey to always remember that you are loved and comforted and supported by the universe and by especially nature. We have all these little beautiful butterflies on this card, which makes me think of change and transformation, and it did say here about changing your life now. So know that the decisions that you can make them with confidence, because you're always going to be loved and supported on this journey. she's got a moon here on her forehead, and that's kind of where the third eye is. So it makes me think that you're going to intuitively know what direction and what opportunity to take next. And also, of course, I think I say this in all my readings, but spending a lot of time in nature is going to really help you. There might also be, with the two moons here coming out, you might feel when there is a full moon or any sort of time that you get a sighting of the moon, if you happen to look out the window and the moon is there, you might feel your energy in your body kind of shift a bit, because I think that the moon being all about illusions, like the moon card in the tarot is all about illusions and not really seeing the way forward, that is going to come to you if you just trust that your intuition is going to show you the way. So around the time of the moon, any moon sighting, you might feel quite intense energy, maybe it will feel a little bit confusing, but know that clarity is coming after that. Okay, then we will have a look at these cards. We have here the empty room. Okay, so this is maybe where you are feeling like you're at right now. What is beautiful about this room is that it is empty. There is so much chance for change and transformation in this room. We also have all these little stars everywhere, which makes me think that like there's hope. Stars, and like for me it's like there's always, with the star, it always relates back to hope. And I'm also drawn to all these stars on this card. Behind the moon there, if you can see, there's so many different stars. So I think there's a lot of hope here for this change and for this transformation in your life, for these new opportunities, for being able to build in this empty room and create something really awesome in your life. So that's really, really a nice card to come out, because it's honestly, I think that you'll have almost like this blank slate, and these new opportunities are going to enable you to really build an awesome creation and fill this room with lots of amazing experiences and things and people and opportunities. Okay, we also have this card, which is the healer card. So it's possible that you may be a healer yourself. You may be drawn very much to spirituality. We have this snake here. The snake for me is always a meaning of transformation. And we spoke about this huge change that is coming in your life. And I see this as being that opportunity. It kind of reminds me the shape and the obviousness of it in between these snakes is like this big opportunity that you are kind of like circling around it right now. You're going through that transformation, but you see how this snake is kind of very, its head is so much closer to this. I guess this is maybe like a pearl in the middle, but that's where you're coming to. So you're kind of moving around and through and going through all this kind of change and almost like fire, and it's building up inside you, and you're moving closer and closer to this awesome new opportunity in your life. And as well as going through this process of transformation, you are healing along the way. You've probably had to heal a lot of things from your past, but that is enabling you to be a lot stronger for this new path forward, to be the emperor that is able to take control and authority of your journey and your path and your mission on this earth. Okay, I love that. We have here the eternal child. So, wow, look at that amazing sun. This is inside you, that sun, that fire, that passion for life, that's inside you. That is what you are connecting with on this journey. And I think that, like, this card always makes me think of like that journey back to the inner child, so that then you can live as someone on this earth who is able to tap into that quality that we all have when we were children, where we have a huge imagination and we are just like children are not afraid to just go for something that they're interested in, and they do it confidently, until, like, as life goes on, you know, that changes over time, and we sort of lose that confidence along the way. But I think this card coming out tells me that you're going to go back to that ability to see that you are the eternal child. You always have that ability to tap into that fire, that beauty, that creativity, that life force inside you, and bring it out into the rest of the world and into your life to create a sort of colorful rainbow over your existence here on earth, and the way that you interact with others and with the world. So, wow, I think that's amazing for you. Let's see here, we have these cards which will give us some more advice and messages, things that you need to know right now. Okay, chameleon with energy. So this, I think, falls really nicely back to, wow, all of this fire, this passion, this creativity, this ability to tap into that fire and creativity, that energy, that life force that exists around us all the time. The chameleon is someone who is able to adapt, or a creature that is able to adapt to its environment and use that for its benefit. So I think that with the chameleon coming out for you, it's like you're going to be able to read the energy that's around you. You're going to be able to see through the fog and be able to adapt to the situations and realize kind of the way forward through connecting to that energy and connecting to the ability to adapt really easily to your surroundings. So yeah, that's really beautiful, and I love all the purple on this card. Definitely makes me think of the crown chakra and the third eye, and just being really connected to spirit and the universe, using your intuition in your decisions going forward. Wow, this is amazing for you. We also have the orangutan with creation, so you might also be like a group, or those of you who are watching might also be really creatives, these healers, and yeah, just this makes me think once again of like this, whatever opportunity is coming along for you, it's going to allow you to always create like what you wanted in your life, or what you do want. That's why I'm very, very much specifying, be very clear, start to be very clear on what you want in your life and how you want your life to look, because you want to be able to really take full charge, which I think you will with this Emperor card coming out. Take full charge of that opportunity to create the life that you've always wanted. And the orangutan is just such a calm creature, so I think that that's probably in your being as well, is to be very calm on this journey. Tap into that calmness, that peace, in order to see clearly the way forward. And yeah, we have these orange eyes here as well on the orangutan, so I just think, yeah, there's this huge connection to orange and yellow, and those very, well, orange and yellow, besides being very fiery colors, they also remind me a lot of the sun and of joy. And I think that this journey and this opportunity and this next step on your journey is going to be full of that joy, because you're going to be creating a life that you are excited to wake up to every day. Okay, speaking of being excited to wake up every day, we have the horse with motivation. So I love this, because I think once you figure out this way forward, once you know what this opportunity is, it is going to motivate you in such a fiery and passionate way that you're going to be able to move forward and create anything and everything that you want in your life. The horse for me is always about freedom, the way that when the horse runs, it's just so wild and free, and I think that this life you're creating for yourself is going to give you that freedom to really just enjoy every day You enjoy waking up every day. That is so beautiful. I love that. Really, really love that. Wow. And then we have Jaguar with the intention. So I think that this makes me think back to this Emperor card. We have once again those oranges and yellows here. I think that your intention on this journey is going to be to create and fill and make your life as awesome as you can dream it to be. So I think setting those intentions now at this current point, knowing what you want, putting that message out into the universe, voicing it. You can wake up every day and in the mirror look at yourself and just say out loud, my life is going to be, or my life is, rather just say, my life is, I'm confident, I am full of energy, I have motivation, I am creating change in my life, I am connected to the earth and spirit, I make decisions with authority. Set those intentions, put them out there, voice them out into the world, and I think that will definitely help you kind of like build that fire even more so in your life. Wow. Okay, and then to end off this reading, which has been so wow, I can like feel this energy. It's just like whew, I almost like just want to like get up and move around. It's just so there's so much like movement here. I see it coming for you really, really soon, this awesome opportunity. Okay, then we have the card of Shine, which says hold your head high. So I think that this is your path in life. It is to shine, it's to be the leader of your life, it's to make your decisions in life with conviction and stick with them and know that they are the right decision for you, and always hold that close to your heart. She also has a moon here, and she's kind of like looking through the moon, so I think that makes me think of you are going to see the way forward, you're going to use your intuition. There's a star even on her forehead there, so, and lots of stars in the background. We have a pigeon here, or a dove, so you could be seeing a lot of doves and pigeons, which could be a clue to you being very close to realizing what this opportunity and this next step forward is. We also have this shell here, which is a journey into your inner self. We talked about that eternal child, being able to tap into that part inside you that is going to really shine out and enable you to live this awesome life. And yeah, hold your head high through this journey, because inside you know the way forward. And yeah, a lot of purple again on this card, kind of making me think of the chameleon with the energy and the connection to third eye and to your intuition. And we have a compass here, so that also makes me think of the way forward is going to become very, very clear to you. And this also kind of makes me think of a pentacle as well, so I'm definitely seeing this opportunity there on this card as well. Whew, oh my goodness. Oh wow, okay. And then to end off, we have this card, which is all about nurturing or nurturance, and it says restore your balance. So I think, and we have this lantern here, so the lantern is making me think of the way forward is going to be lit for you. Once again, fire in this card, but it's going to be really important for you on finding that way forward is to really make sure that you're keeping balance within yourself, you're nurturing yourself and taking care of yourself, because whenever you take care of yourself first, put yourself as a priority, then you are able to find that balance and then be able to help others afterwards. I think it's always important to nurture yourself on these journeys. As we said here, you are on a healing journey and you're getting closer and closer. I think you're like that snake almost right now. You're like right there by that opportunity, this next awesome opportunity that is is just right there for you. And yeah, a lot of connection also to animals on this card, I see. And we have winter in this card, so it's possible that all of this kind of fire is going to start building up. And right now when I'm filming this, it is spring, but it's possible that the opportunity or the way forward is going to become known to you maybe in winter, which might sound like it's quite far away, but you know, healing does take time. It's important to always make sure you're connected back to yourself. But I do see a lot of fast movement here. I think it's very possible that it's going to come a lot sooner than winter, but winter could be an important time for you. I mean, I do see on her head here a flower crown, so that also makes me think of spring and summer, and lots of flowers over here, so lots of blooming that's going to take place. Wow. And a bunny. Bunnies move super fast when they know what direction they're going in. When they take charge of their journey, they move super fast. So this is what I have for you, group 1. I think that your spirit guides and my spirit guides wanted to bring forth this idea that there's an awesome opportunity coming for you. The way forward is going to be a lot clearer for you. You're going to take charge of that decision and confidently move forward in that direction in your life. So, wow. I'm so excited for you. This is honestly... there's so much awesome energy here, and I think you're going to be really motivated by these next steps forward in your life. So I wish you all the best, and I'll see you again soon for another reading. Welcome, Pal 2, to your reading. You chose the Snowflake Obsidian. This here is a snowflake obsidian. It's a really, really beautiful stone. And you also chose these other really cool stones. And yeah, this is a general reading. We've left it kind of open today. I'm asking what you need to know right now, what messages and advice will help guide you in your present moment and moving forward. So we'll start with, let's put your crystals over here, and this is going to go here. Okay, so there you can have a look at the Snowflake Obsidian. So this stone is all about contrast. It is about the shadow and the light, and the fact that inside us all we have these two qualities. Now don't get scared, that's not a bad thing. It's actually a really good thing that we do have this sort of duality in us. We have a shadow side and we have a light side, and I think the message here is about finding a balance between those two sides within yourself. So we'll put that there, and we're going to see what other cards are going to come out and kind of what the message will be and what further information we can get about what you need to know right now. Okay, here we have number 16, which is life experience, a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change, time to spread your wings. Okay, so this is really making me think of this idea of finding balance within your life. I think that there has maybe been, or just currently has been, a very significant life event that has provided you with a life experience, or this ability to understand that your life has so many different layers to it. Like with the obsidian, it has that light side, it has that dark side, and within life we also experience some sort of times when it is a little bit more challenging and times when it is a little bit easier and easier going. So I think that right now you might be at a point where you are having this big life event, you're having this powerful revelation, but the really amazing thing about all of this happening right now to you at this point in your life is that it's going to lead to monumental change within your life. And it says here, time to spread your wings. So this makes me think of freedom. You see how you have this angel here? You are being protected by angels every step of this journey. And spreading your wings means that you're going to be coming into this point of your life after gaining this life experience and having this life event happen, that you are going to be able to run free from this situation and really move into a true balanced version of yourself, having gone through everything that you have gone through. We have so many beautiful flowers and a butterfly even on this card. There is a castle over here. There is the sun shining light onto your life. So I think this is honestly really powerful and positive change that is going to be occurring in your life. So that's a really beautiful card for you to come out there. Let's see what else what other information we can get. Here we have the Sun card coming out. That is amazing. That's right there. There is joy, there is light, there is so much positivity within the circumstance that you're going through right now. It's about acknowledging that there is that light there amongst what might seem like shadow and darkness. There is always light to look towards. There is always positivity within every situation that we go through. And I know sometimes it can be a little bit harder to see that, but I want you to know that it is there and that your angels are going to protect you. They are keeping you safe and they will help guide you towards seeing, whether it is in your dreams, whether it is in your day-to-day life. You will see little moments that will remind you that there is joy in this life. There is joy and light amongst the shadow. There's also all these beautiful sunflowers on this card, so I just think maybe you will even see sunflowers as like a sign. I don't even know if it's the time of year for them right now, but I think you might be seeing maybe on a sign, or maybe you walk past someone's garden and there might just happen to be a sunflower, and that little moment of seeing that sunflower will just remind you, there's my sign to remember that no matter what I'm going through right now, there is joy to be had, there is joy to be felt. So I'm just going to put a little crystal over that there. Then we have here the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups is all about moving away from a situation. So this significant life event, whether it has been a situation that has been quite sort of in the shadows for you, quite dark, or feeling of like a little bit like a dark situation, I see with this card that you are moving away from it. You have decided to take the journey of enlightenment, to realize that there are other possibilities out there. This person is walking towards these mountains, and yes, mountains are hard to climb and they can be quite challenging, but this person has realized that there are other opportunities out there. They can't see them yet, but there's so many other opportunities there. And this card kind of always makes me think of like a mixture of the moon and the sun together. And you can see how it's not really dark. It's like a mixture between, it's like a sort of maybe a dusk or a dawn. It's sort of between sunlight and between moonlight. So this kind of really brings me back to that that contrast, that finding those points of balance in your life and realizing that that balance is there. Okay, with this card, okay, we have here the card of be bold and make the first move. So I think that this is telling you that in order to spread your wings and in order to, make big changes in your life, that you're probably feeling like you need those changes right now, is that it is going to be on you to be that person to walk away and make the move in a positive direction. Just be confident about this decision, be bold, be confident that your angels are there protecting you, that you're protected on this journey. You are coming out of this shadow and moving towards all that beautiful light that is everywhere, that sunlight that is shining, that is present within your journey. Let's see what else these cards will give us, what other information. Okay, so we have the tear coming out. So this is definitely making me think that whatever this life event has been for you, it has been quite challenging. I can see that you have felt a lot of emotions during this time. But with this eye over here, and also with this tear being a gem or being a jewel, I see that from this experience you're gaining insight, you're gaining experience, and you're going to be able to see that these tears and all of the things and emotions and experiences that you've been going through are going to be, you're going to look back at them in years to come, and they're actually going to be really golden gems for you, because they will have enabled you to find that balance that you needed. They are going to be almost like a light source for you to guide you further in the future. There's so much silver here, and I mean, from all this shadow in the background, there's so much light here. So I think however hard this experience has been for you, you're going to find that way past it, and these experiences are what are going to help you grow in the future in such phenomenal ways. Okay, we also here have the village, and the village tells me that you are going to find community, you're going to find other people that have shared the experiences that you have had as well, and you're going to find within that village a safe place. I see here again a mountain. We have another mountain there. This castle is on a mountain. So the hills, the mountains, the challenges seem really big, but looming beyond those challenges is this beautiful light. And I think you're going to find community and your soulmates and your soul tribe that is going to really help also heal you on this journey and help you realize that there is light in the darkness, there is light to be found in hard experiences, because other people have also gone through those experiences themselves. And I think that you will find this place of comfort within this community and within the soul tribe. So I think that you're never alone. You always have, even though maybe this journey does feel really isolating, just remember there's angels around you. There is your ancestors. There is a village around you supporting and guiding you on this journey, guiding you up that mountain, giving you strength to conquer all of those challenges. And then we have the forest, and I see this is really drawing me back as well to this be bold and make the first move card. We also have a forest over there, and the forest, obviously in both these cards it's quite dark, and sometimes when you're in a forest you can feel quite lost and quite isolated. But I think that with this over here, that kind of reminds me of a tent. It reminds me of a safe space. There is always within you a safe space to draw back into, a place of power that you can gain your light from when you feel like you are in a space of shadow. And look at this beautiful, beautiful rainbow sky that's in both of these cards here. That's the sun coming after the storm. It's the rainbow, the joy coming after all of the darkness. You'll find your way through this forest, because even in the forest, when you are lost, there are always little hints from nature, from the trees, that you can use to guide you. Like if you think of like survival, for example, people who have survived, and even in our past, like ancestors who've survived living in very isolated areas of the forest or of the jungle or of the rainforest, have been able to survive and find the way forward by looking at things like nature to guide them, like pieces of moss on the tree, which plants to eat, and knowing that those plants that you're eating are not going to be the poisonous ones. Like all of this knowledge and wisdom is there and it's present and can be tapped into. So I think there's always light within any kind of situation that feels darker. And let's see what these cards, what further. Okay, High Priestess. So this tells me, it says here, harness mystic power. You are a very intuitive being. You have within you that intuition and that guidance to know the way forward, and to know, like she's facing very strongly forward. She's facing towards these wings, towards her freedom. She knows which way to go, and she's moving her head is held really high up and very strongly in this card. So she's trusting her intuition going forward. So you are this High Priestess. You definitely have this inner knowing and wisdom within you to know that you're going to move through any situation that you come across, and you're going to do it with strength and knowledge and a lot of support. You're going to gain that freedom from any darkness or shadow that has been in your life. And cats might also be a sign for you. We said sunflowers and cats. I'm definitely seeing that every time you see a cat, or specifically a black cat, just think of it as a sign from the universe that you're on the right track, you are moving in the right direction, and you're finding that balance. You're ever closer to that balance in your life. We also have Arrow, which says surround yourself with protective energy. I think that's always important, to always make sure that you are clearing out your energy. So if you go through a day, for example, where at the end of the day you come home and you just feel so drained and so out of energy and out of life force, take those moments to reconnect with yourself, because that is a form of self-protection. It's a form of regaining your energy, your joy, your happiness, so then you can radiate that out in other ways more positively into your world. So for example, taking a bath after a long day, taking a walk outside, just going to sit on a bench outside, breathing deeply, that helps so much. Just take even if you can't go out or you can't take a bath, just take a deep breath and keep taking deep breaths, and that will really help you stabilize that energy and protect yourself and kind of build up your energy levels again. And this card always makes me think of ancestors as well. It's like that wisdom of all the ages before you. That wisdom is with you, that you're being protected on this journey, and you're always surrounded by protective energy. But definitely take steps yourself as well to protect your energy, to protect your balance. I think balance is the ultimate thing that you want to have in your life. Having gone through all of these situations and events, the biggest change in your life is to find that balance and to maintain it. So that's going to really be through protecting your energy every step of the way. Okay, then over here we have these two cards. So let's see what else this will give us. Okay, that's really beautiful. And another message of change. Change and transformation is coming into your life with the butterfly. It's time to spread your wings. There's more wings. There's wings over here. There's wings here. There's wings here. There is so much freedom from all of this heaviness that is, yeah, it's just ready for you to grab onto, to have that revelation that you want things to change and that you do want balance in your life. So the butterfly here is just a beautiful reminder that change is very possible in your life, and you just need to be bold, take those first steps, be ready to climb the mountains that are coming, but know that every step of the way you're guided and protected, and you're very, very capable of conquering any challenge that comes into your life. And then we have, oh my gosh, more joy. We have more joy coming into your life with the hummingbird. That's so beautiful. And look how free this hummingbird is. It's flying freely. It's pursuing its dreams. It is just joyful and happy and going about its way because it is able to do that. So I think this is just another reminder of all the joy that there is in your life, all the light there is in your life. I think that it's just realizing or having that revelation that it's there. It might not seem like it's there, but it's all there for you. Just tap into it. Trust your intuition. And then to end off the reading, we've got these three cards. So this is just some extra advice that your spirit guides and my spirit guides want to bring forth to you. Okay, so we have an awakening. This is beautiful because I think that is what you're going through. This events or these things that have been happening in your life lately are leading to you basically having an awakening. So you're awakening to the realization that your life needs to change and that it is going to change, and I think it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful way forward for you. She's got this fire, this flame that she's holding here, and look at how she's holding the sun over there in her hand. So I think, and she's got a little moon on her third eye. She's got wings. The wings of the swan are protecting her and are guiding her. And she looks so free. She looks like she's just flowing and free. So I think, and I see here with the little snowdrops that maybe spring, like right now. I'm filming this in the spring, but it's obviously a timeless reading, so whenever you see it. But I see all these little snowdrops here, so maybe that is when this change and this revelation is going to happen for you, that path to balance in your life. I think that's really beautiful. Protection. So just remember, it says here, the goddess has your back, and there's a bear over there. There's another moon. You are always protected on this journey, and just make sure to always protect your own energy, but know that your energy and you and your journey, it's all protected. I think there's a huge connection to animals. There's so many different animals in this reading, and nature and Mother Earth, and this is kind of also reminds me of in the night. Look how colorful it is. Like this is all happening at night, this card, but there's so much beauty in that darkness to be found, and that is like there to tap into. So much light and color and vibrancy on this journey. So that's really, really, really amazing. This is amazing. Look at that joy. Embrace the blessing of life. Embrace the blessing of life. This is you. This is you awakening to all the joy. Look at all these beautiful hearts in the background. I think that there's so much beauty on your journey, and I think you're going to find this freedom, this ability to look how she's got her hands up like that. She's spreading her wings. She's dancing. Maybe dancing is something that is really going to help you on this journey of just like tapping into the ability to shift your energy. I know when you move and dance, it really is a great way of shifting around any energies that you're feeling. So if you're feeling a bit down, just start like moving around, and you'll notice how different you'll feel after that. It honestly like is a huge way of shifting your energy and tapping into a more joyful and sort of free feeling. So I also see more bunnies here. We see another swan here. We've got two swans. Swans are like so graceful and elegant. We have a wolf. Wolves are, creatures of the night. They move in packs, so we talk about community again. They thrive, even though they mostly, I think that they mostly move around at night, but they thrive even in those situations. And we have an elk here, or a deer, so that could be another sign of importance for you. I really love that. It's so amazing. So I think, group 2, that there is so much beauty out there on this journey for you. It's just important to really work on finding that balance, and I think it's there for you. You can conquer any challenges. Know that you're supported on this journey, and that we all have a shadow and a light side within us, but it is important to always try to find that balance between those two sides. And I think that you are going to be able to do that, and it's going to give you so much freedom and joy, so much joy, because that is going to be a monumental change in your life that is going to really wake you up to the fact, have this powerful revelation that you are able to live the life that you want to live. My camera is going to fall off this. But that's all I have for you, pile 2. Go and live your best life, and I'll see you again soon. Pile 2, I just wanted to add as some extra confirmation with my camera kind of wanting to fall off. It's basically why that was happening was because I am right now, like a couple of months ago, my camera tripod broke, and that was like for me a huge challenge, because I was just like, what am I going to do? I'm not going to be able to film anything, like, a big mountain to climb, and I kind of didn't see the way forward. But then I realized that I can still attach my camera to the tripod using elastic bands and using some tape, and that there's always solutions to be found. So I just thought it was important mentioning that to you, because basically no matter what the challenge is, no matter what the mountain is to climb, there's always some positivity, some solutions to be found in any situation. So so sorry about my camera half falling off its tripod during the reading, but there is always hope, and I'm glad I was still able to do the reading and give you this message, because I think it's a really important message for you. So thanks so much for understanding, and I will see you again soon. Hi pile 3, welcome to your reading. It is a little bit later, so it's a little bit into the evening now, but we've got our candles and hopefully a nice calm setting for your reading today. We are asking today, I've left it kind of open, what you need to know right now, what your guides and what my guides, what information they want to bring forth to you, guidance, messages. So we will see what comes through. And yeah, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates, what feels good for you. Always use your intuition when making your decisions. So you chose these beautiful, beautiful crystals, as well as the adventurine, the green adventurine, which is also a strikingly beautiful, beautiful crystal. Look at all those different shades of green. Hopefully you can see that with the lighting. But we're going to put your crystals over here. We've got a lot of different cards to get through today, and we'll see what kind of messages comes through, what you need to know right now. Okay, what I'm seeing with this green is straight away it's making me think of good luck. It's making me think of clovers and of kind of like a lot of luck and good luck that's coming your way. Maybe adventuring, and green adventuring is something, a crystal that could help you if you happen to have one around, or want to have something that's going to bring you a lot of luck. I think just looking at that color green, it's just very, very bright, vibrant, and it kind of just does bring about this feeling of positivity and of luck, and I think it's, So let's see what else comes out. Okay, so we have this card, and with that we have the King of Water, trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. Okay, so I think what I'm seeing with this right now is you are a person who is someone who kind of leads with your emotions. There's so much water here, and we've got like this merman who's a king, the King of Cups. And it says here that you are a very compassionate person, and basically this is just reminding you that I think to really focus on the fact that there is a lot of really positive things in your life right now, who you are as a person, as well as what is around you, as well as what you provide and give to others. There's a lot of positivity in it, a lot of luck that you are able to bring others and to also bring yourself in your life. It's saying that you shouldn't be afraid to open your heart and your mind to those around you. So giving to others is going to also help you kind of have some way to put these emotions, because I think when you are an emotional being, it's like you're going to feel all different kinds of emotions. There's happiness, there's joy, there's compassion, there's but then there's also the other side of emotions, which is like fear and some of the more shadow types of emotions. But I think in order to kind of work as your best self, or operate in this world as your best self, it's going to be through giving to others, through charity work, through trusting that there is good in others as well as good in yourself, that you do have a lot of really positive things to bring to this world. You are respected. So I think a lot of people really value you and what you do give out into the world. It brings them luck, it brings them hope. And I think luck is kind of like hope. It's like when you find a clover that's got 4 leaves, it's something like, wow, okay, this is great, I have an opportunity, I have some luck coming my way, I have some hope that something lucky is going to come my way. So I think you provide people with a lot of hope in this world, and that's really beautiful. Okay, let's see what your other tarot cards say. Okay, so we have here the World, which is really, really awesome. This often speaks of completing a cycle. It speaks of going full circle. And I think I see this in the charity work and in giving to others, is that it's like the circle that just keeps on going round and round. So like that saying of one kind action that you do to somebody else, they are then going to pass that kind action on to another person, and so on, and the circle is just going to continue, and eventually, with the 6 degrees of separation and how we're all connected to each other in this world, the whole world eventually at some point in the future, who knows when, but at some point in the future, everybody's going to kind of receive the benefit of this one little tiny action that you take today. So I think that's really something hopeful to keep in mind, is that any small action today is going to have a massive, massive effect all over the world. So that's like a really, really powerful message there. We're just going to put the crystal over that. And there's also a lot of green in this card. I'm drawn right back. It's like exactly the same shade of green as this crystal here. So that's really, really beautiful. We also have here the Three of Swords. Now, the Three of Swords speaks about heartbreak. It speaks about sadness. It speaks about being betrayed in the past. There's a storm in the background. And this kind of relates back to you being an emotional being, you being someone who has the capacity to feel a lot of emotions, maybe an empath where you are, you quite easily pick up other people's emotions, and it often leaves you drained and feeling kind of like your heart is sort of being torn apart because you don't really have then much left to give. So I know that this is something that you'll probably always have to deal with, but I think that the fact that the world came out before this, it's like was on top of this, and it's telling me that despite all of that pain and all of those sort of emotions that you do have to feel, there is so much positivity that can come out of feeling those things. It's like, I think that they really help you grow as a person, and you know how there's always, after a storm, there's always it always clears up. It doesn't just storm all the time, you know, it always clears up. So I think that despite these sort of hard emotions to deal with, just remember that there's so much hope, so much positivity, so much light and luck and joy that you also bring to the world, and that you're also able to feel. You have the capacity to feel all of these emotions. And that's kind of a really beautiful thing. It's to be that compassionate to what is going on around you, to how other people are experiencing life. I think that's it's almost like a superpower, because not many people are able to understand other people and how they feel, and I think you have that ability to really be able to understand those people around you and what they're going through, and you're able to help others through that understanding. We also have the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords speaks about you know, feeling quite drained, quite a lot of heaviness. So I know this is like not an easy card to see, or like an easy thing to hear, but there is always a but. There is always a light at the end of the tunnel. I think that this is, and the 10 is always like an ending, and the world speaks about completion and about finishing a cycle. So you're not always going to be stuck in those heavy feelings. That's never the case. There's always going to be a positive feeling that comes after any kind of negative feeling. So just always keep that in mind. I think that's going to keep you staying hopeful, keep you focusing on all the joy and the beautiful things that exist in this world. And this is perfect for you. It says here, look at the bigger picture. And we had the world coming out. So I honestly feel like if you kind of zoom out from those little aching emotions, zoom out from them and look at the bigger picture, look at the impact you're making in the world, look at how far you have grown as a person, look at all of these amazing things that have happened to you, that have kind of created you to be this person that you are today, and are going to further be able to build you into an amazing person, even more so in the future than who you are today. So I think there's the bigger picture of being who you are, of being an empath, of feeling a lot of emotions, of feeling quite weighed down. There's so much more to it than just what you are experiencing in each moment. There's a huge bigger picture. The universe has carved out a path for you, and it's important to keep that in mind, because it's going to keep you hopeful and remind you that there is beauty in every moment that you're experiencing right now. Okay, then we have these cards. Let's see what other details they'll provide us with. Okay, that's beautiful. So you've got the lover here. You are a person who is filled with love. You radiate that out to the world. You experience these feelings of love because you have the capacity to know that when there are like feelings of hurt, there is always love behind every feeling that we have in this world. And I think that's something that is really special about you, because if you're able to always tap into that love that exists everywhere, that exists within you, you're then able to radiate that out. You can see all these lines going out from the swan. You're this like graceful swan who's just got this immense ability to love. And I also think with this card coming out, it definitely tells me some really positive things about relationships that are going to be coming into your life, really beautiful relationships. After all of the hurt and the pain, there's a lot of beauty that is there, a lot of love that is there to be felt. And like we said, what you give of yourself to others is always going to come back to you. So keep that hope alive. You are that beautiful pearl, and just keep shining your light. It's people are feeling it, and it's a gift. It's a gift that you have. We have the one. So I think with that coming out, it definitely tells me that there is a soulmate for you. There is someone who is going to balance your emotions so beautifully, that you're going to feel as loved as all that love that you give out to the world. And this just also makes me think of the one being like that you are someone really special in this world. You have something really special to give this world. And yeah, kind of like the light in the dark. This is like you, the light in the dark. So just really keep that in mind. I think that's really important, that you are able to provide a lot of hope to a lot of people, as well as yourself on this journey. Then we have the mystic. So maybe that is who you are. Maybe you are really connected to your spiritual self. I also always think of this, makes me think of like the moth to the flame, that people are really drawn to you because you have this beautiful, compassionate, loving energy. So you are then able to radiate that out and heal other people. And also with the mystic, I think you are very in touch with your inner knowing, very in touch with like who you are as a person, and kind of your role here on this earth. And I think that's going to become a lot clearer over time as well. But this might be a message that is that you are like, you have this ability to see things, to feel things. Like the flame here is like right in this heart of the moth or the butterfly. And I think with your sight and your feeling, it's like two superpowers that you have, and I think that's amazing. That's really amazing, and it's so needed in this society today. And so many people who are experiencing a lot of hardships, they will benefit so greatly from the light that you have to share. Okay, let's see what else we have. Okay, so we have here the Stargazer, which says set your sights higher. And we also have the Moon, which says take notes of intuitive messages. I think with this, I am seeing really your connection to the spirit realm, to like a greater knowing, to kind of having that ability to see the bigger picture. Like we've got this telescope here, we had look at the bigger picture, we've got these eyes over here. I think that you are able to like see beyond the current situation, see beyond this situation, and beyond this situation, and know that there are higher purposes to your everyday life. There's higher purposes to these emotions that you feel. There's a higher purpose to you in your life and your journey on this earth and your place in society. So I think that you just, every time you can, look up at the sky and realize that we are just tiny, tiny, tiny little humans on this planet Earth in this massive, massive, massive universe with so many other solar systems and stars and who knows what else out there. And I think it's important to keep that in mind. Like, even though we are so small, each human being on this earth can make a massive impact, and that can like radiate out into all of the realms, into, you know, it's like just keeping in touch with your higher self. Your higher self is guiding you on this journey for sure, as well as the universe, and just keep that in mind. If you ever feel like a little bit lost, set your sights higher. There's a lot of amazing things that you are doing already in this world, and that you will continue to do in the future. And with the moon, it's like, I think that you are, we spoke about you being the mystic. I think you're very connected to your higher self, to your inner knowing, to your intuition, and that will definitely always help guide you. We have the moon coming out here twice. We've got a full moon here, we've got a full moon here, full moon there. The cycle of completion. So when the moon comes to be full, it's completed its cycle, and then it starts another cycle again. So I think that just keep that in mind. There's cycles in life that you go through, cycles in emotions, but it's like on this journey your intuition is going to guide you, and always trust that. Trust your intuition, your inner knowing, that little voice in your heart that tells you, you know, that there is a greater purpose to every day on this earth, and to your being in this world. There's a greater purpose, and it's a really, really special thing. Okay, let's see. This should give us some more guidance. Okay, we have here, that's really, really great for you. We have the dolphin. So this is encouraging you to make time for play, make time for those fun little, like, it's reminding me straight away of like a little child searching through the clovers in the garden and trying to find a little 4-leaf clover and just having a lot of fun with it. So I think just make time for connecting with your joyful self. Don't, like, those are emotions that you have inside you too, and you can always tap into those positive emotions through things like play, doing things that you love, doing things that get you out of your head, more connected to your heart. So I think just always make time for play, and you might see a dolphin somewhere soon. That will maybe be a sign for you, that's, yeah, just to remember this message that's coming forward today. And dolphins really are just such intuitive creatures too. So dolphins, they're able to just sense things and act on those senses. So I think that's, yeah, another beautiful message about your intuition, as well as maintaining a playful outlook in life and doing more things that are joyful and that bring you joy and connect you with that loving emotion that you have. And then we have the jellyfish, which is flow. So we also here have 2 ocean creatures. So I think you might be quite connected to water. We have the merman, the king of the water here. So connected to the ocean. The ocean is, water is just, might really enjoy being in water. Maybe that is like going swimming, going and having a shower. That might really help to cleanse your energy, cleanse your emotions every now and then when you are feeling a bit down, and that will help you get into a flow, into like, yeah, the jellyfish just moves so like this. And also jellyfish have been around since, like, it's like something like, I hope I'm getting this right, but 5 million years or something. They've been around for ages. And this is kind of making me think again of like setting your sights higher, and of remembering to look at the bigger picture. Is that these jellyfish have lived on this earth so much longer than any one of us, and they must carry so much knowledge and you know, from all the time that they've been on this earth. So I mean, that's really powerful. Like, I think if you can tap into the idea of the jellyfish and all that inner knowing that you have that same wisdom from all the past lives, from all your ancestors. Your higher self is filled with wisdom. That is, it's just tapping into it, getting into that flow state. So I think definitely suggest spending a lot of time in water. I think that might really help you just clear your head a bit, and clear any baggage and emotions, and get you into like a better flow. Okay, and then we have these cards, which is going to end with the message today. Enlightenment. Let Goddess light you up. So this is so beautiful for you. We have once again a swan. Look at how that swan is flying there. And it's flying like over the ocean. This looks like the ocean behind, and this even looks like a kind of like she's almost in this water. And I don't know if you can see, but there's two worlds over here. So once again we have like the world, and the fire is just, like you're holding that inside you. It's just like get in tune with that light as much as you can, those positive emotions as much as you can, because that love is all within you. And this also just makes me think of radiating it out. So once you have a good flow state and a good control over your own emotions, then you are able to kind of really make an impact to everyone around you by helping them, by just being open to others as well. So I think that's important. Like, let Goddess light fill you up. So just have a little look at that image for a few seconds there, and just soak that in, because that's really, really beautiful. Then we have peace, and once again it says open your hearts. We had that message come out with the King of Cups here. Open your heart, open your heart. So there is so much peace and love and hope and really beautiful things to be felt. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to speak about your emotions, to share your story with others. It will give you a lot of freedom from your thoughts and from any heaviness, is to really share yourself with others. Feel what you need to feel. Get through the winter. There's the summer, the spring, it's all coming afterwards. So and this is just making me think of like really like nurturing yourself on this journey as well. It's really beautiful. And the winter might be of significance to you. Might hold some importance. And then lastly we have realignment. Feel the ebb and flow of life. Oh my gosh, I love that. I really love this for you, because it's like all the messages just keep kind of repeating here. So realignment is kind of just getting back in touch with that flow, so that balance of life, the ebb and the flow. This is like, there's going to be some of those days that are a bit harder, but then there's also days that are going to be so amazing. and just remember that it's an ebb and a flow. It's just how life works, and align yourself with each of those emotions. We've got the sun here, we've got the moon, we have so much water, and all these shells and starfish as well. Lots of stars. Stars are always like hope. Definitely the star card in tarot is like hope, so I would say that all these stars on here also are this feeling of hope, and we had that with the green adventurine coming out in the beginning. Your journey is filled with a lot of hope, and we have here this spiral on her forehead, and that kind of talks about going within in order to then come back out. So it's like finding your inner peace, and then you can unspiral and like give that out to the rest of the world. So always realign yourself with your own flow of emotions, and then you can help others through having that balance. Wow, okay. I think this is really, 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 really powerful message that's come forth for you today. I think there's so much optimism here, and I think you're going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. You really have an important role in this world, and so much light and love to shine out there. So just always remember that. Hold on to that beautiful feeling, and yeah, the universe is always going to support you when you are acting from a loving place. And yeah, so I wish you all the best. Thanks so much for joining me here today, and I hope you found this reading helpful.